Which is it for you, Dr. Badaya? Do you think the government is unwilling or unable to protect the people of Southern Kaduna?
In fact, it is not only unable, it is unwilling, and we have good reason to feel that they are part and parcel of the killers. Let me make some revelations to you.
That's a very big allegation, Dr. Obadiah. The government is part and parcel of the killers.
Yes.
That's big.
Yes. Okay, how will the government just say, oh, it is revenge killing and so on? Then you leave it there. Oh, because it is revenge killing and so on and so forth. The body language must. You see, General Abacha, and people don't give him his due. Do you think you have tolerated such nonsense? And let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. One or two who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They're already in the south, in the rainforests of the south. They're everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria.
And a very good morning and welcome to the late night broadcast. Moki Bugbowa Lenkonsipe, a very good morning and welcome for those of us that are still awake. Today is the 6th of May 2022, and I welcome us as you're joining from different parts of the globe. Moki Bugbowa Lotun Losi, and I say good morning and welcome. 8 minutes past 3 a.m. as we're just about to roll out the late night conversation with Koikimedia. Orúkọ tèmi a máa jẹ́ Ọláyọmí Koiki tí gbogbo wa mọ̀ sí Koikimedia, níbi tí a ti ń bára wa sọ ìdí pàtàkì àti ìdí kan tí ọmọ Yorùbá láti ronú ní wákàtí ní àsìkò yìí láti lè gbé gbogbo ìgbésẹ̀ bí a ṣe máa kúrò nínú oko ẹrú Nàìjíríà. Nàìjíríà kò kí ń ṣe ìlú fún àwa. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ kò mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀, àmọ́ a máa jẹ́ kó tó yín pé Nigeria is not for us. So those that are still thinking and hoping that you have a country, I can only pity you because you don't know the agenda fún àwọn tí wọ́n ti mọ̀. Àwọn kan dẹ̀ mọ̀, wọ́n dákẹ́ nítorí pé kò sí tó kàn wọ́n níbẹ̀. But before we go further, we will go back and play the anthem, and then we'll come back into the broadcast. A very good morning once again for those of us that are still awake.
Petition.
Lenkosi Mokiwa, and I say welcome back again from wherever you are across the globe. I'm actually here in United Kingdom, England precisely, as we continue our campaign and awareness and more reasons why the Yorubas must get out of Nigeria before it is too late. So many people do not know the reason why Nigeria was created. A lot of people do not know. And it is a shameful thing that the more we are telling Nigerians that there is a big hidden agenda why Nigeria was put together. But because a lot of those that are still not aware, as far as they're concerned, there's a country and we can all work together to build a country. But behind the scene, those that know that the country was not built for that purpose are working quietly to take the sovereignty of another nation that was put together. Since 1960, everybody thought Nigeria was one. But there was just some hidden agenda right underneath Nigeria, and that was running for a very long time. Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ àkọ́kọ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Elédùmarè, Ọba Àjọkẹ́ Ayé Àṣàkẹ́ Ọ̀run, a kí gbogbo àwa Muslim tí a sọ pé Barika the Jimoh. Mo kí gbogbo wa níbi tí Ọlọ́run ní ká wà ní wákàtí lásìkò yìí. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ Mùsùlùmí tó jọmọ Yorùbá, àwọn náà sì nílé, wọ́n wà lẹ́yìn odi, àmọ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wà nínú ilé ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Àmọ́ ìbéèrè tí mò ń bi wá ni pé ta ni ìyà ò jẹ àti Ìgbò àti Yorùbá? Àti Ìgbò àti Yorùbá ní ìyà ń jẹ nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. Àti Mùsùlùmí àti Haúsá. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn Christians tí wọ́n ń gbọ́ wa ní gbogbo àgbáyé. Bẹ́ẹ̀ la kí àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe. Ìjà ẹ̀sìn kọ́ la gbé dání. Ìjà òmìnira ìbílẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣe máa dúró. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àtẹ̀ máa sọ pé kí ni agenda tó wà behind àwọn tí wọ́n ń pariwo pé kílẹ̀ Yorùbá kó dúró. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn kan á máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé there must be an agenda. Èmi á wá máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn pé ṣé bí Nàìjíríà yẹn ṣe wà, ǹjẹ́ ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ látijọ́ tí wọ́n ti pinlẹ̀ Nàìjíríà àti pé àwọn wo gan ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún? When 80% of the wealth of a country is in the hands of the few, according to Pastor Enoch Adeboye. Who is Nigeria working for? Is it working for the Christian? Is it working for the Muslim? Or is it working for our traditionalists, those that believe in our tradition? Is Nigeria visible in all the 774 or 76 local government? I believe it's 774. And for how long do we have to live in denial? Some say we can still make it work, and I wonder how. a lot of people still believe that Nigeria is a country and our unity is non-negotiable. That means we must all live side by side. Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́, a dúpẹ́ fún bàbá wa Professor Banji Akintoye, the emeritus, the Alano. And his concern is nothing more than the fact that the Yoruba land is being taken away from us if we do nothing now. Pé tá bá fi sílẹ̀, bí ó ṣe wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí, we might wake up one day and never have even the continent, or I mean the geographical aspect of our own area, our space, because it is being encroached. A dúpẹ́ fún deputy wọn, Professor Wale Adeniran. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo dúpẹ́ fún all the Ìlànà elders of councils. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Ìlànà ọmọ Oòduà nílé àti lóko. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn ẹgbẹ́ tó kù náà tí wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun bí ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣe máa ní àlàáfíà tí a máa rọ́nà kọjá. Mo kí gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan tó ń bẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àti ẹgbẹ́ oríṣiríṣi tí wọ́n dá sílẹ̀ lókè òkun. Nítorí pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó ní ẹgbẹ́ tó pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. And those are different organizations that have been operating in the name of Nigeria, but as Yoruba people. And it is still a shame that some of them are still not seeing what we can see. I'm talking about from Kwara State coming down to Kogi, Ondo, Osun, Ekiti, Oyo, Lagos, and Ogun State. Millions of Yoruba people are still putting the sentiment that the country Nigeria will walk until they go into their graves, just as the others have done for 60 years. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá bí before independence are still going to be alive with us as I speak right now. I'm talking about those that were given birth just before 1960. But they refuse to accept the truth. And you wonder why. A lot of people knows the truth, but they've kept quiet in the hope that not because they are part of the government, and sọ nípa just average normal Nigerians that are Yorubas, but they are more angry with us You can see where to sign the petition if you want to see it. You are probably watching us for the first time. And Tony, I don't know where to sign the petition. Link yẹn ló ń lọ lókè yẹn. Tẹ́ bá mú pen and paper. Òun ló ń lọ lókè. Tó kọ pé HTTPS. And it's a shame that millions of our ọmọ Yoruba still have trust in Nigeria because they believe in the political affiliation of APC and the PDP, that is the two major parties in the Southwest. As we speak right now, millions of them are sleeping. Millions of the Yoruba people, as I speak right now, they are all sleeping without no hope. And they wake up again with less hope in the morning. And those that have lived before the independence are still part of the reason why we are still having problems. Because majority of them still believe in one Nigeria. I had my time to listen to, but before I go there, let me quickly kadúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bàbá wa Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho-òòṣà, ìmọ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá. Àwọn mẹ́ta tí wọ́n mú ní ẹ rántí àwọn èèyàn wa mẹ́ta tí wọ́n mú ní on their way to Èkìtì. Mo ń fi àsìkò yìí dúpẹ́ fún bàbá wa tí wọ́n mú nígbà tí wọ́n ń lọ ìrìn àjò láti lọ darapọ̀ mọ́ àwọn tó kù ní Èkìtì ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá níjọ́ Wednesday. A lè sọ fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pé wọ́n ti tú wọn sílẹ̀ lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n lò bí ijọ́ mélòó kan ní Pàǹtí police station. Àmọ́ ìgbésẹ̀ tí bàbá wa Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ gbé àti owó tó ná, à ń fi wákàtí dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn àti gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n gbé ìgbésẹ̀. Wọ́n wá ní kí n sọ fún gbogbo wa pé bàbá tún rẹ́ni tó bá tún náwó kan síbì kan, á jẹ́ pé ẹni yẹn ó náwó sàárà, nítorí pé gbogbo owó tí wọ́n fẹ́ lò tí wọ́n fi gbà àwọn ọmọ yẹn sílẹ̀, bàbá wa Chief Sunday Igboho wọ́n ti ṣètò ẹ̀ láti last week. Mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí agbẹnusọ fún bàbá wa Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Igboho. Èní ní 6th of May 2022. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ní kí n sọ fún gbogbo wa pé káwọn ọmọ Yorùbá níbikíbi tá bá wà, fáwọn tó wà nílé, ká túbọ̀ máa tẹ̀síwájú pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá tí a gbé dání. A gbọ́dọ̀ relent. Ká má wo gbogbo ohun tó bá ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ pẹ̀lú irú ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí àwọn mẹ́ta tí ọlọ́pàá mú tó tì mọ́lé, pé ká máa báṣẹ́ lọ. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, ìkéde yìí wá láti ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá wa Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho-òòṣà, ìmọ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá. As we continue with the program. Once again, I say good morning. We will discuss a lot of things depending on how long we can go on the broadcast. Yoruba Nation is not a political party. Yoruba Nation kì í ṣe, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní Ìlọrin, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo ń kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́ wa àti ẹ̀yin ìyá wa, ẹ̀yin bàbá wa tí ẹ wà ní Àkúrẹ́. Mo máa ń kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá díẹ̀. Àwọn tí wọ́n ń jẹ ìgbádùn Nàìjíríà, mo rò pé wọ́n tó 10 million. Gbogbo àwọn tó kù, olúkálukú wá ń sáré, wọ́n ń gbìyànjú, àmọ́ ìgbìyànjú yàn jáde nítorí pé inú ìgò ni wọ́n tì wọ́n mọ́. But ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ sọ pé ó tẹ́ àwọn lọ́rùn bẹ́ẹ̀, pé káyé ṣe wàhálà, pé wàhálà tá à ń ṣe pé kò necessary. But èmi á máa sọ pé tá a bá ṣe nísìn, àwọn wo la fẹ́ jẹ́ kó wá ṣe? ta là ń dúró dè kó wá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ lọ́tùn lósì tó ń lọ nínú Nàìjíríà. Once again, a very good morning and welcome to those that are still awake with us. Nigeria, the biggest crime scene in the world, but a lot of people do not know. A lot of people are looking up to Nigeria, especially as the election is getting closer. A lot of Nigerians are already working towards the 2023 with the hope that things will become better for them. But the question I'm asking is Nigeria for the Yoruba people, or are we all just playing along with the gallery? Is Nigeria working for the people? Is the question. I still pity again a lot of our they're thinking that we hate Tinubu so much and we want to stop his ambition from becoming the president of Nigeria. They are still thinking that we hate Osibajo, and that is why we don't want him to become the next president of Nigeria. As far as they're concerned, they think that we hate FOLAYEMI, we hate Fayose, and we hate all the Yoruba politicians that are doing their best to fix Nigeria for them. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ rò pé we are stopping or hating so many of these politicians that have opportunity that we are part of the problem. But what they cannot understand is the Western world that have played evil on us. Wọ́n máa tí kúrò níbi tó wà. So when you are thinking that we are the one that hate Nigeria, I asked ourselves, are you sure that we are the one that hate Nigeria, or Nigeria is the one that hates each and every one of us? I took my time and I listened to the interview granted by Afe Babalola with Channels yesterday. I took my time to listen to it. And you can tell automatically, like I said, that I want to be before independent, to need a bit of opportunity. They will want to protect their interest. There's a lot he said there. But he talked about when he was at University of Lagos. And I asked the question, is that the same opportunity with all the current youth that we have now? Is it a must to be together in a country that failed every Nigerians in the first place? Is it a must that we have to be together? Ṣé dandan òun ni pé kí gbogbo wa ká wà together in that contraction called Nigeria. I'm just asking. Because for those that are saying that we are better off together, I'm just trying to figure out how are we better off together. We have lived together as one country for 60 years. But have we lived in unity, trust among every one of us in the last 60 years? Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n lè fọwọ́ gbáyà pé the 60 years of you knowing that your parents have been born before the 60s, because majority of you that are youth are not up to 60 years old. But can you just smell your environment and feel it and ask the question? 60 years ago, there was not this kind of interaction. That means in the last 60 years, a lot of technology has now made it very easy for you that have never been to United Kingdom or America or Dubai to smell the environment, to feel it, even pé o ti débẹ̀, because ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín ò tí jáde kúrò ní Nigeria. And some of your parents, maybe they've had opportunity to leave Nigeria, but maybe you have not left Nigeria, but at least the technology that we have today means that you can do a video WhatsApp call with anybody and they can turn their camera around and you can smell and feel the environment. But that is not the reason why alone I'm asking for the sovereignty of Yoruba nation. We should be concerned about our identity. Identity is a very, very big thing for those that do not know. Once again, I welcome us all into the broadcast. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá wà ní Kwara State, tí ẹ ń sọ pé báwo lẹ ṣe lè darapọ̀ mọ́rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Yorùbá Nation is for every one of us, not just for me. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn kan tí ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá kó tó di pé àwa kan bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gbé in a different twist. But the minds of those thinking that there is an agenda for those that are also speaking, there's no agenda. The only agenda is we want the Western to believe and know that the Yoruba people are not stupid. Ṣẹ́rẹ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní ilé tí ẹ̀ ń follow politicians. The West are so happy that you are all gullibles. And they see every one of you as idiots. Just as they've seen us before as idiots. Once again, a very good morning. I don't have any problem with Buhari dead or alive because he's not my problem. So some of you think that Buhari is so powerful and that means he will stop the Yoruba sovereignty nation from coming up. And I pity a lot of you. Buhari fúnra rẹ̀ kò lè sá 100 meters tí wàhálà bá dé. That's if he's still alive. Not to talk about all the politicians in Nigeria today. Nigeria is sitting on a keg of a time, and the international community knows that. But rest of Nigerians do not know that. A lot of you are scared about this man, dead or alive. I don't know why, because maybe he was a one-time military dictator. Ẹ ṣì ń fojú ìgbà yẹn, ẹ ń fojú 1983. That's if he's alive. I pity a lot of you. The North knows what they're playing at. And they're throwing it at every one of you, idiots. Working in conjunction with the Western world. Do you think that if a Yoruba man becomes the president, it will solve all the problems in Nigeria? You all idiots. Ṣé nǹkan tẹ́ ń rò nìyẹn? Pé tí ọmọ Yorùbá bá di president, á resolve gbogbo problem, then your life will be better. And then you will not look at the picture of Buhari anymore. You will now look at the picture of a Yoruba man that is there, and then a great Nigeria, a unity Nigeria would then happen. Is that your own thinking? Ṣé n tán present fún yín nìyẹn? N tán gbé kalẹ̀ fún yín pé tí Fáyẹmí bá ti débẹ̀, ìrọ̀rùn ti dé. Tí Yẹmí Ọ̀sínbàjò, the short man devil that some of you don't know, using his bigotry, allowing a massacre to continue. Bó tẹ̀ ṣe ń sùn sínú ilé, I don't even understand. That short man devil tó pè rẹ̀ lọ́mọ Yorùbá. Amosun is what you are expecting to give you a better Nigeria. Or Fayoshe, or any of these bastard Yoruba politicians that are blood-sucking monsters. If only you know. But millions of Yoruba people, ẹ ń bẹ̀rù dead man yìí, ẹni tí ghost tó lè work fún rẹ̀ yìí, ẹni wà lókè. Ẹlòmíì gan tó gbé ní Nàìjíríà tó wà labroad, á tún pè, á tún máa ẹ má jẹ́ kí wọ́n mọ̀ pé orúkọ mi nìyẹn. You are scared of this man. I'm going to drop down one of the broadcasts from the software because I'm having a backlash. So Interwalori Koiki Odudua, you might have to switch to Koikimedia because I'm going to stop that broadcast from there. It's going in and out, so I'm going to stop it. So please go to Koikimedia, and if I can start it on the mobile phone, I will do so. Those of you that are watching right now, Mr. Daniel Adeshino, Mr. Shito, Mr. Michael Awe, any Latilosori Koikimedia, Facebook or YouTube, I'm going to stop the one that you're watching from now. I might start it with a mobile phone, but for now, I'm going to stop it. Thank you so much. Once again, a very good morning to those of you that are still with me. I'm not sure why, but I have to drop that, and hopefully it will reduce my upload. I welcome those of you on the Instagram, on the MixLR, and all the platforms this morning. These, dead or alive, their agenda will continue if we continue to be stupid and idiot Yorubas, if we do not do nothing. Some of you are giving plans that you want in Nigeria where you will live with your own children, or maybe after you have died. Some of you are working with them presently. And because you are doing very well, you are looking at that as a country that works for everybody. I picked up few headlines that was sent to me. That Odoyawa, MKO, Abiola, Mrs. Modukwe. I just woke up and I saw that message she sent to me. And I'm going to share that with us in just about a few minutes. The terrorists are not going to back down. But we are all sleeping while they are planning. And they will continue to plan because we have not done anything to stop them. Because our Ashinrope, we are all one. The North knows that we are never one. And we can never be one. So those of you that are thinking that we are one, you don't know what the North have in place for us. Once again, a very good morning and welcome. Nigeria is at the verge of breakup. Like it or hate it, it will break. And there's no doubt about that. From wherever you're watching. I want us to look at that headline. Remember that on the 28th of March, Nigerians were kidnapped on a train that was traveling to Kaduna. And if you look at this headline, it says, and I quote, "New report says federal government of Nigeria may release detained terrorists in exchange for Kaduna train hostages." Maybe you don't understand the game that is already on the table. The federal government of Nigeria may be forced to release detained terrorists in exchange for Kaduna train hostages. I'm sure you remember some of these, especially these our beautiful sister that got caught up in that train. I still have a last body while she was lying down in the side of the train, but it's not something I would love to show. Nígbà tí wọ́n pa, a body was lying on the train. Somebody sent me the picture. I have the picture with me. But this is the beautiful one I want us to remember. And just as so many, before I go further, our beautiful sister as well here, Bamishe, that was killed. Just as the injustice on this our brother that was killed, until date, we don't even know where his head is. Just as our beautiful sister, Chinyere, killed by the government of Nigeria. Just as we continue to demand the body of Adogon that had his post-mortem birthday yesterday. His birthday was meant to be yesterday. Alhaji Adisa Adogon and Alhaji Fatai. As we speak, oh sorry, I didn't even, let me take a bit of, you probably didn't even see what I was doing in the background because I didn't realize that this was covering everything. So I could reduce this and then you can have an idea what I'm doing at the back. So I'm going to just reduce this. Sorry about that. While I was changing the picture, I didn't realize that my screen was showing something different. I was actually showing you, I started with Dr. Chinelo. We all remember her. Yes, a new baby was born inside the terrorist camp. Dr. Chinelo was just under 72 hours to have left Nigeria, but she never made it. She had a ticket. She had a plan. She must probably be so excited and happy, but she never made it out of Nigeria. So those of you that are still living in Nigeria think that nothing is going to happen. That's fine. Remember, she had nothing to do with the July 3rd rally last year. Jumoke Oyeleke, our beautiful sister. Straight bull as it has killed so many people and the NSAS in 2020 October. She was killed last year. Life goes on as if nothing has happened. Remember, her face went viral, even with her towards the last video. Are we ever going to get justice for her? Or is it all about the campaign that you are all thinking of now, especially the youth? You have all forgotten so quick. We're still asking for justice for this, our brother, KOKORO. As we are also demanding why Chinyere was killed by the same government that is meant to protect you. All this does not matter to so many of you. But let's go back into that article, which I'm going to increase because I want us to say it properly. So I'm going to have to take my face off for now so that I can read below what I want to pass across to us. They are telling us that they have 68 Nigerians that are currently being held hostage in the camp of a terrorist inside Nigeria. They are not outside Nigeria, they are inside Nigeria. Thank you so much, Mr. Tajuddin, for that message. You can see that the terrorists are not outside Nigeria. They are inside Nigeria, but they are negotiating with the government. And if you all remember that when the managing director of the Agric or whatever was released, ó jẹ́ kó yé wa pé the terrorists want something and nothing more than all they want is what the government knows about. And the question is, what is it that they want that the government? Is it money? We now know that it's not money, because the terrorists are not interested in the money. So what is it that the terrorists are interested in? What are they after? Or what could they be after? I'm talking about the terrorists operating in Nigeria. I want us to look at this headline. This is on Al Jazeera. I want us to take time and look at that headline. Once again, a very good morning as we continue to speak directly to millions of Nigerians and ask the question, are you sure you have a country? Or you're all living in denial that you have a country? Because I, Olayomi Koiki of Koikimedia, knows that you don't have a country. But a lot of you are still thinking that you have a country. Look at this headline. US sanctions 6 Nigerians for aiding Boko Haram. I pity Nigerians because they don't know what is on the table. If Nigerians knows what is on the table, you will be the first person to demand a total exit out of the country called Nigeria. US sanctions 6 Nigerians for aiding Boko Haram. The men were found guilty. Read this properly. The men were found guilty of setting up a cell in United Arab Emirates to raise funds for Boko Haram. While I'm sitting here asking us for funds for the betterment of Yoruba nation, this article was last month, 26th of March, 2022. The United new sanctions on individuals connected with Nigerians armed group Boko Haram, the Treasury Department announced. Six Nigerian nationals. And remember, the more Tobankwe Nigeria and Nigerians, You that say you are a Nigerian, you are already included in that bracket, even though you have nothing to do with Boko Haram cells. You have nothing to do with the oil well that is missing in Nigeria. You have nothing to do with the reason why Nigeria was created. But you will continue to be tagged along with all the atrocities and the injustice and crime against humanity. So anytime they mention Nigerians, and I am not joking, I can tell you that, because there's a lot of evidence based to that. I want to show us something, but I'm going to take off my screen and come back onto that so that I can prepare something I picked up as well while my cousin was with me yesterday, Walata. Once again, we appreciate every one of us that is still awake. There was a Koikimedia Yoruba. We're using a mobile phone. I had to cut down the broadcast. The Conifer football match is coming up in now what we can call a countdown. Are you already giving your support, or are you still waiting for somebody else to do it? Adúpẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti fún wọn ní support. Let's keep it going. It doesn't matter how small, how big. We need you to get our boys to South Africa so that we can showcase to the world who we are. As you can see there, the Conifer football match. Without money, they can't go as far. So we will continue to appreciate those of us that have donated. And àwọn tó dẹ̀ ṣì ní àníyàn láti donate, ẹ má jẹ́ kó pẹ́. Ó máa help iṣẹ́ tí àwa náà ń ṣe ni. Because tí àwọn èèyàn bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gbọ́ pé, and that is why we are saying everyone should please do the needful. So if you haven't signed the petition, you can also take your time during this broadcast and sign it. I'm going to show us this headline. We were removed from a project for being Nigerians. Why would they be removed from a project for being Nigerians? Because a lot of Nigerians are just sleeping and waking up, sleeping with each other, and then thinking they can build a house that there is no security. They can build a house where there's no water system. They can build a future where there's no future. Everybody's living in denial. That country is fiction. But because of the goodies that a lot of you wants to enjoy during this campaign of the fraudulent politicians and politicking that is currently taking place in that messed up shit old country called Nigeria, a lot of you wants to be eating that goodies. So gbogbo tá bá ń sọ ẹ fi gbọ́, you are not interested in that. Ẹni Koiki ló fi dógun sílẹ̀. Okay, no problem. Èmi ni wọ́n dógun sílẹ̀. Bí a Koiki ló fẹ́ dógun sílẹ̀ ni, bí ogun ti wà nù Nàìjíríà ni, ẹnu ẹni gbogbo àjọ wà yìí. Ẹlòmíì ẹ ní kúrò nù Nàìjíríà kí ogun economy kó tó ṣe yín léṣe. Ṣẹ̀nà ẹ fi gbọ́ ni. Okay. À ń sọ fún yín pé ká tètè parí n tó wà ńlẹ̀ kólúkálukú máa lọ́nlọ́ ẹ̀. Ẹ̀ ń rò pé àwọn òyìnbó ló máa wá gbà wálẹ̀ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé. Àwa sọ fún yín pé òyìnbó ò lè gbà wálẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin ní òyìnbó ẹ ti rí United Nations General Secretary nísìn. Kí ló rí ṣe nísìn gbà tó wá? Kò délé Yorùbá, ó lọ sí North, ibi tó rí as Nigeria nìyẹn. That's what some of you don't understand. The West look at Nigeria as a northern country. Let me quickly read this. I just picked the headline. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá ń rí gbogbo àwọn walkie-talkie yẹn torí pé I've been doing a lot of Google search and we've been buying some. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti fi owó ránṣẹ́ sí wa, ẹ mọra yín. Ìwọ tó fowó ránṣẹ́ má fẹnu fàùfà pé o fowó ránṣẹ́ o torí ẹlòmíì nísìn. Ọ̀rọ̀ owó lórí Koikimedia. Let me bring my face out so that you can see my expression there. Let me say this. The walkie-talkie is a Koikimedia initiative. Tibani Koikimedia, that means our brand. We want to get 1,000 pieces of that. It's got nothing to do with Yoruba Nation, but it will be used for that project. It's Koikimedia. Don't request me, or we need 1,000 pieces of walkie-talkie. Don't go to another platform and be asking stupid questions. We want to need the walkie-talkie. Kò ṣe pé ẹ gbọ́. Mo ní mo fẹ́ 1,000 pieces of walkie-talkie. So I know some of us now. They mama make inquiry. Níbi tí kò jẹ́ kí ti lọ make inquiry. Inquiry tẹ́ bá fẹ́ make orí desk ni kẹ́ ti wá make it. I am not a blogger. I can raise money at any time I want as a media, just as any media does, which I know. I've lived here for more than 20-something years. And I've seen how media raise money for any project that they want. Whether it's Evening Standard, Metro newspaper, The Sun, Guardian, even FT, Financial Times. So kò ń ṣe pé nígbà tí mo need 1,000 nísìn. You are going to start asking questions. Don't ask questions because I don't have answer to give anybody. And I hope that message continue to get into the ears of those that wants to listen. That is my own Koikimedia. 1,000. If we can get more than that, that's fine. But my first target is the first 1,000. And we're already doing great. And we'll continue to update you. I had to order márùn. Èèyàn kan send owó ẹyọ kan. Èèyàn kan dẹ̀ send owó mẹ́rin. So another 5 is on his way to me. Somebody promised me another 4. I'm expecting it. And I'll continue to give us the numbers. I know where and how I want to get it to where I want it to get to. But it will touch all the states across Yoruba land. That's all I can say. Thank you so much. Let's come back to the conversation. So that's why you're probably seeing all these walkie-talkie around. That's what internet does. Into about a search. To where you can search for sexy now, which mama pop up to search for. And this is what a lot of you don't understand. That the technology is so powerful. Now, let's read this headline once more again. I'm sure you know this man, RMD. You know why? I don't know. I've not read the article myself, so we're going to be reading it together. But all I saw was this. It was my cousin that brought my attention to it. We were removed from a project for being Nigerians. Even if I don't read the article, I know what it means. Nigerians project. Just as some of you now are looking for jobs in Nigeria, but the Hausa Fulani is telling you there's no job. Some of you have graduated from that Nigeria the same way your father, your grandfather, your grandmother, your parents suffer in Nigeria, and you're still hoping that Nigeria will work. I'm just pitying some of you. And I'm sure some of you are just looking for the nearest visa to get out of that country, and then you will start talking loudly. Some of you don't want to talk now. Some of you are still waiting that you'll become the next honorable. Honorable Nigeria. Idiots. Honorable. Which honorable? Honorable Weary. No, you can't. Hey, I'm crying. Hey, they bought a form for me. Yayi ole, olórí burúkú máa lé Yorùbá. Àwọn tẹ́ kẹ dáná sun. Yayi. Ṣé Yayi kan ló pín ọ̀kadà, ló pín mọ́tò, ló pín gbogbo ẹ̀? Abẹ́ ti gbàgbé. Just some few months ago. Òun lọ wá ń ra form application. Tá lọ́dẹ̀ of the gbó fáwọn kan. Idiot. Idiot Nigerians. You are all just gullible idiots. And tó bá mọ̀ pé òun kì í ṣe gullible idiot. Òun mọ tí mò ń sọ. But ìwọ tó ṣe ń support wọn, you are all idiots. And I'm not sorry to say that. Because you are all gullibles. He's crying. Hey, they bought, every one of them, they are buying the form for them. Bastard. And it's surely they will buy. Let's come here and read the article together. I'm reading it for the first time. Onome Nicola, the daughter of the veteran actor RMD, has revealed how she and her team were yanked off a project in Africa-based country after they declared their nationality as Nigerians. But Nicola didn't state the supposed African country that did the thing. African country is yanking Nigeria. Oh my God. I pity a lot of our youths because you are the one that they are using for all their thuggeries. I'm sure when you sit down with all these politicians in their air-conditioned room, in their living room, and they're probably telling you, am I worried? Am I take care of you, dada? Am I take care of you, dada? I don't know why she didn't mention the name of the African country. Again, look at the headline. And now start asking yourself, could it be because of this? Or could it be because of this? So when we sit here and tell you that even if Tinubu becomes the president in his dream, how do you deal with all the terrorist operation in Nigeria? Ṣé Tinubu máa lọ máa bẹ̀ wọ́n ni pé kó má bínú pé kó jọ kó fi Nigeria sílẹ̀? Because I don't think some of you understand the real hidden agenda of the terrorists. You think they're there for money. Is that what you're all thinking? They are there to, hey, Tinubu, about the president, we will collect money. No, they're not there for money. They are there because people are already funding them. And this is exactly what is happening. Imagine the government of Nigeria do not know. And they know. I'm just using paraphrase. So if I say the Nigerian government does not know, they know that 6 Nigerians, and there are more than 6, I'm sure. Remember, there was so many that have happened in the past. And when I come back again, I want to show us, I'm going to take off my screen, and then I'm going to remind you what this man told us. The former Navy comrade Olaomi. Remember what he told us about those in this government. I'm just trying to get that for us. Once again, a very good morning, and we appreciate those of you that have stayed with us.
And whoever is coming.
Let me remind us this. I have 2 videos I want to play us. I saw one from Ashabe TV. Very interesting. Amosun declare, hey, I want to be president of Nigeria. Amosun, hey, former governor of Ogun State that fixed Ogun State, where toilet is working, water is working, all the local government is functioning. And to fix Ogun State, okay, fix in Nigeria, bastard, all Lolori Buruku, on Mali.
It's Hello Fresh with
Just pity a lot of you idiot gullible Nigerians. Hey, I'm a true Nigeria, shut up your mouth. Okay. Bí èmi lọ́ máa disgrace níta, bí ẹ̀yin lọ́ máa disgrace. Wait and see. But àwọn ò ní dúró, tí tá bá dúró de tí ìyà máa jẹ gbogbo wa dáadáa. So let me remind us of this. Remember this guy. You all remember him. I can even, let me take it back. Let me, because there's a YouTube video, I can still have my image cropped in there as well, so that my face is not hidden away. Go and sign the petition. If you don't know the link, ask for the link. We will try and get it across to you. Let's hear what this man has to tell us. Once again, a very good morning to those of you How do you make walkie-talkie when you don't have industry to make that? How are you going to make it? Please, I'm not diverting. How are you going to make a walkie-talkie? Ṣé nínú ibi tí kò sí náà tẹ́ ní industry tẹ́ ní kankan tẹ́ fẹ́ máa make a walkie-talkie? Maybe if you want to make it from outside and you send it to us, I'm not interested in that. We want a ready-made one that is ready that we can send straight away to where I want it to be sent to. How do you want to make a walkie-talkie? Sometimes you just read some comment, you just laugh. Let's watch this together.
Sentiment is that there are a group of people in this country that feels that this country should be Islamized. This is a fact. I said I want to start mentioning names of people in this government that we have.
Did you hear that? Could those also be part of these 6? Imagine 6 Nigerian nationals were found guilty of setting up a Boko Haram cell in United Arab Emirates. Ṣáwọn Yorùbá ló ń set ìyẹn up. Ṣáwọn Yorùbá tó lọ ń fa gbùrù ní UAE. Ṣé àwọn Yorùbá tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ àbáwọn ọmọ Ìgbò tó lọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ ṣáwọn ló ń set up Boko Haram fund cell? Let's read this before I come back to that video. With this action, the United States joins the United Arab Emirates in targeting terrorist financing network of mutual concerns under the Secretary of Treasury, Brian Nelson, said on Friday. Treasury continues to target financial facilitators of terrorist activity worldwide. We welcome multilateral action on this Boko Haram network to ensure that it is not able to move any further funds through the international financial system, he said. Let's look at this. The man identified as Abdurrahman Ado Musa, Salihu Yusuf Adamu, Bashir Ali Yusuf, Mohammed Ibrahim Isa, Ibrahim Ali Aliassan, Surajo Abubakar Mohammed were all convicted in United Arab Emirates of attempting to send $782,000 from Dubai to Nigeria. The same Dubai where people will go from Nigeria, go they do suffer the work. Some won't return money back to Nigeria for terrorist activities. And you ask yourself, what could be the hidden agenda for that? What could be the reason for that? Because if I am sitting there and I'm telling you that the government now says, yeah, that they are going to negotiate, we will release some of your leader that they're keeping in exchange for hostages. Lati March 28th. A country that should have already defend Nigerians so that you don't even have to be kidnapped. But this is what Amechi told us. He says, I want the government, the same Amechi that wants to become the president. Amechi says here, Kaduna train attack. I want that lives will be lost, says Amechi. And you can see how everything intertwined and interlinked together. You might not understand the consequence, but these ones are only to get breakfast money soon. Or more RMD. Imagine an RMD that is very popular in Nigeria. RMD. What is wrong with being Nigerians? Because Nigeria is the shithole country. Just as I show you all the time on my data clock. Where is it? Let me play this while I'm looking for that.
Interrogated. I was a member of an interrogation team, and I've interrogated a very high-ranking member of this government in 2007, 2008.
Okay.
On issue of Boko Haram.
Okay. Boko Haram again.
I interrogated him. He's in this government right now.
Okay, he's in this government. Okay, maybe he's the one sending money. We don't know. Mr. Man, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tó dáa. Remember you're running lẹ́nu. Maybe àwọn ló ń send owó láti Dubai. Àwa wà ní London, àwa ní America, à ń fa gbùrù. Àwọn kan send owó padà. Àwa ń send owó sáwọn èèyàn wa nílé. Kó fi jẹun, kó fi tọ́jú ará ilé, kó fi tọ́jú ará ìta, kó fi ṣe medical, kó fi ṣe this, so that because poverty is in Nigeria, you can see it there, 83 million. The number of people living in extreme poverty. Whereas some people are sending money from Dubai to, for terrorist act. Why me and you are sending money to make sure that our people are at home? Send every month, every week. And there are some that they call emergency. They can just call you now and say, hey, Otishele, and you will not have any other choice than to send the money. Because you cannot sit here and they're calling you that your family is in danger or they are in need, and you are just, even if you are wicked, you will still consider and send something. But there are some other people like Abdurrahman, Ado Musa, Saliu, Yusuf, Adamu. They are not Igbo people. They are not Yoruba people. They are not Middle Belt. But you can tell from the names. These ones are putting money together and sending it back home. India, almost $1 million. Why me and you are trying to save lives? Adamu and Mohammed were sentenced to life imprisonment. Those ones are not going to come out again. Life imprisonment. So that means their own is very heavy. And you, idiots, all over the place, thinking is about APC, PDP. What can Tinubu do with all this network of terrorists that have already captured Nigeria, and you don't know that Tinubu cannot help you? While we are here telling you every day that so that we can get out of Nigeria and do the needful, some of you don't want us to get out. Go and sign the petition. 5 million. Some are asking, send the water mafia data. This. And I just pity, everybody has a role to play. We understand. Imagine that me and you, only God knows how much some of you are thinking of sending home this morning. Why some are sending money to terrorists to fund them? Because we have evidence here. America has also, this was article last month. Well, yeah. April, May, no, what? Almost a month ago. US sanctioned 6 Nigerians for aiding Boko Haram. Do you know what's Boko Haram? You want me to be giving you more Boko Haram? I pity those of us that believe you have a country. What can your politician do? You are all watching me right now. Do you think that your politicians coming in 2023 will solve the issue of Boko Haram? Do you know the agenda of the Boko Haram? Let's listen more. The same country that me and you are sending money to make sure our people, look at it, 83 million. The number is more than this, but let's just go according to the World Data Lab. It tells me that in the rural area, 61,259,105 Nigerians, about 53% in our rural area. And in the urban area, 9,418,653. And in a country where $1.3 billion worth of crude oil was missing. You want me to show you? Because sometimes you don't believe, is it? That's almost 1.4 trillion. Let's go and look at it. Missing crude oil, Nigeria. Can you see that? Even Al Jazeera put something there. But I don't even want to go with that one. Let's go with the one of the recent one. Let's just look at these. Okay, let's just look at this. No, it's not this one. Too much adverts. My God. Why Nigeria is missing out on $100 crude oil? You thought missing. Where is all the money that I've stolen from it? All right, let's come on this one and see. 107 million barrels of crude oil missing from 2019, according to the Auditor General. Who is drinking it? Where is it going to? Who is behind it? The Office of the Auditor General of the Federation has said that the defunct Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, now NNPC Limited, failed to account for 107,239, 436,000 barrels of crude oil lifted for domestic consumption in 2019. I pity Nigerians. So gullible. $1.3 billion. And it's been going on like that. Look at all the headlines from 2016. 2016, Nigerians NNPC failed to pay 16 billion in oil revenue. BBC. Even it was BBC, the same BBC. Look at that. Can you believe I listen to you? I like BBC, not if it more. Anyway, you can see the headline. You can see. Look at 2013, before Buhari came. PDP 419. NNPC has accounted for 50 billion in oil sales, but Sanusi letter says $49.8 billion is from the value of the oil NNPC sold. Money that is meant to be available for you idiots that is supporting them. Anyway, let's leave that one. Let's come back to Comrade Olawumi.
And what was the issue? Boko Haram. And this senior officer was actually let go because...
He was let go because he's a Fulani man. Look at all the names of those that we are talking here. Do you see any Yoruba man there? Or you see any man? All you can see there are all Fulanis. 4:28 a.m. My name is FOLAYEMI Koiki. We're so sorry. We don't know why we're having so much stress on the broadcast, even though I've dropped you know, one out of it. But we continue to manage it. I think unstable on Lombard. It might be no year. I don't know why I'm getting stressed on the broadcast again today. What Amechi says, he knows that there will be life that will be lost on the train because they never invested in the country. Nobody believe in Nigeria because you believe in Nigeria, but the North does not see Nigeria from the perspective of Nigerians. So let's go back and listen to Comrade. No, I'm going to come back to this man. Let's listen to this.
He was found culpable, but right now he's in the government. You see, we must say the truth, because if you don't, this country is going down the precipice. We have been set back more than 60 years right now. We've gone back to the time before 1966 now. And whoever is coming...
So who wants to remain in a war that we are now gone back? Imagine why the world is moving forward, doing things amazing all over the world. We are here killing our youths, destroying their lives. And you can tell from this image of Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho Mole Yoruba in Ekiti State. Look at the crowd, look at the excitement. And there's another one that I captured. When you look at this one, you can see the love. Look at all those that are hanging in different locations. And you can see that they are waiting, but they haven't got the strength to push it. They haven't got the power. And that is why people like us must continue to push so that we can all break away from Nigeria. Because if we do not break away from Nigeria, that hidden agenda is what this man is about to tell us now.
Back. To repair this country has a lot of work to do.
You don't have to repair
this country has never been polarized, so we cannot run away from it. Much polarized. I'm a federal person. My mind is federal. My brain is federal. My loyalty is federal. I do things for the federal government. So I cannot come here and try to be sentimental. No, I'm a federal person.
So will your life be at risk now that they're hearing you?
I don't care. I don't care. And my colleagues, they know me. Those people that are listening to me, they know me. I don't care. The issue is that this country is bigger than an individual. That is the issue. This country is bigger than individuals. Buhari will come and go. Eliminating me or killing me will not solve the problem and will not add value. But he will come and go, and somebody must come and repair the damage to the psyche of this society, the damage to the polarization, to the nepotism that I've never seen in my life. I work with all these presidents. This is the worst situation I've found myself. And believe me, internet does not forget. I was part of the people that helped to bring Buhari to government because I believe in him.
Have you worked with the government after that?
After
you helped bring the government?
Oh, of course, I worked with him. We brought him in 2015, and I worked as the Deputy Director of Defense Administration. And we have a lot of hope in him. And we actually are ready to do anything for him. What he has turned out over the years is shocking to us. I was in Harvard in 2014, in December, when the Department of State Services and CIA and others were contemplating about Buhari and other aspirants.
Did you hear that? They were competing or blah, blah, blah on Buhari. The same Buhari that some of you are so scared of. The same Buhari. When you hear Buhari, some of you are shitting in your pants as if he's still alive. Dead or alive, it doesn't make any difference. I think I'm told someone is in a Boeing. The Buhari that they are moving around, the camouflage. Idiotic Nigerians. The camouflage that they are moving from point A to B.
I know what we did to convince the American government that the only person that can come and put this country right is Buhari. That was before the Lagos, APC, before they choose with them. Right?
And now they're already preparing to choose another person. They're ready to choose another person, Mr. Man. And everybody is so happy. Election is coming. Time for goodies. Time for money sharing. Time for people to get Saudi Arabia ticket. Go for Humora, go and pray. Time for Babalawo to make money. Time for pastor to make money. Time for Afa to make money. Time for different spiritualists or whatever they call themselves all over the world. Everybody wants to chop inside that money of the politicians. But these ones, the 80-something million Nigerians will never chop that money. They will pray that they hope they can make money. You know, people, hey, they don't have a job that they're going in the morning. They don't have a system that is available for them. And you can tell that everybody is also waiting for their turn. You know, the big boy, my Laura Camry to CTT. As you speak right now, pitch dark all over the country. For 60 years, the man said we have been set back for 60 years. Imagine the world is moving forward. Nigeria is actually moving backwards. Yes, the Fulani are working to build the next Afghanistan. But Nigerians are saying we are happy with the way things are. Nigerians are so happy. Very, very happy the way things are in Nigeria. As far as they can wake up, they can eat bread and akara and drink Coke and drink pure water. I'd say Coke. Coke, many people they drink Coke. As long as they can wake up and they can go to Buka and quickly eat and go. As far as the Nigerians are concerned, they think about every day. They're not thinking about the future. That's why everybody's looking for goodies from the politicians now. Every one of them, especially the elite. And those ones are very smart. And they've locked everybody right inside that system that is not working. And everybody's hoping that things will become better. You are all hoping that things will become better. All right. Things will become better. Once again, a very good morning and welcome to the late night broadcast. My name is OLAMILEKAN. As we continue to tell you and give you reasons why we must not believe any politicians again. Let's change our mindset. Let's start thinking differently as a Yoruba people. rather than as Nigerians. We can achieve it together. We were never Nigerians. We don't want to be backwards for 60 years again. We want to be moving forward. We want progression. We have the knowledge. We are shining light. We have the wealth inside our land. We are more than enough to take care of ourselves and the people around us. We can still have good relationship with our neighbors. Some are saying that if Nigeria breaks, it will have impact on African countries. Who cares? What has been the benefit of African countries on us? If African countries are all disrespect to them. So why must we live in denial that because if Nigeria breaks, I heard that from somebody that if Nigeria breaks, it will have impact on the African countries. What African? They call African countries. African countries that you cannot go to South Africa as I speak to you without needing a visa. Try to go to Kenya, you will be disrespected. African countries that do not value us. So why do we want to kill ourselves and say, oh, don't let us break Nigeria because it's going to affect African markets? What do you mean by that? I don't understand. Explain. Nigeria is not for us. And it can never be for us. Everyone, again, that was born before 1960 and still hoping that Nigeria will be great, you are as dumb as an idiot. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you are still thinking that Nigeria will be great, the same Nigeria that we're all looking at now, especially those of you, because at least those of you saw a better life for few years. I listened to Afe Babalola, like I said, and I just pity because those ones are protecting their own interest, not the interest of the Yoruba people or Nigerians. They're just protecting their own interest. And there's so many of them like that. You're thinking these people are relevant in the society because of their status. But if only you know. Go and sign the petition. That's all I can tell you. Like I said, I do not own the copyright to the next video. It's for Ashabe Africa TV. We're only using it for education purpose only. And I want us to listen to this man. I won't play all the video. I'm going to give you a snip out of it. And you can go and enjoy it on Ashabe just as I've done. It's about 32 minutes, so I won't be able to play everything. But you might have an idea that Nigeria is sitting on the keg of a time bomb.
Before the emergence of Buhari, the states were not as high as this. But Nigerians are more interested in who become the president. You don't understand. Before now, they don't even care about who become the president because who does not care now?
Bag of rice was 8,000. Now it's 23.
So the stakes are higher. If you have a drum and you put water inside that drum and it's leaking, do you go to get more water?
No, sir.
People are blocked to enjoy.
Yes, sir. Very, sir.
I don't know why we have got to this level in this country. We are in serious mess in this country. If you are a baker and you bake bread,
Yes, sir.
you cannot change the shape of that bread or the mold. The problem is not about individual. We base too much emphasis and focus on individual. The structures are not functioning. Politicians deliberately destroy the function and institutions so that they can undermine it. Federal structure, the federal structure is a fraud. I'm a student of political science. Sir, how can you have exclusive list, concurrent list, and residual list? There is no federal system in the whole world that the exclusive is so loaded like Nigeria. How can you be having federal ministry of rural affairs? Democracy cannot work in a country where you have poverty and illiteracy.
This interview is so hot. Let me come back. Oh my God. Let me come back to my face. That interview, you need to go and watch it. Bono Yeruku. Kini mo sọ? Bono Yo Kini Yeruku. Interview here. It's just about 32 minutes. Find time to go and listen to it. I'll just give you that snip so I can direct you down there to go and watch it, because I don't have to play it here because it's not my video. So should we open the line just slightly? Maybe for those that also want to contribute one or two things. Nigerians, wake up. You are a better person as a Yoruba man without having any stench of Nigeria added to it. You are better off as a Biafran without having any stench of Nigeria to it. You are better off as an Arewa or Middle Belt without having any stench of that name Nigeria. But the more you add Nigeria to your name, the more kasala and wahala. The Nigeria of your dream is all fiction. Real fiction. And there's still time for everyone to come now and say enough is enough before it becomes heavy load, as this man was advising us.
Which is it for you, Dr. Badaya? Do you think the government is unwilling or unable to protect the people of Southern Kaduna?
In fact, it is not only unable, it is unwilling, and we have good reason to feel that they are part and parcel of the killers. Let me make some revelations to you.
That's a very big allegation, Dr. Obadiah. The government is part and parcel of the killers.
Yes.
That's big.
Yes. Okay, how would the government just say, oh, it is revenge killing and so on? Then you leave it there. Oh, because it is revenge killing and so on and so forth. The body language of this administration, the body language of the state government shows clearly that they have a hand in the killings. No doubt about it. Because, you see, General Abacha,
èmi ò wá mọ bí tí àwọn èèyàn ṣe wá tó di àwọn wèrè tán láwọn ìbíkúnlé amóṣù àwọn olóòkú àwọn tó ti jẹ gómìnà fún 8 years tó sì ṣe ní sẹ́nẹ̀tọ̀ fún 8 years láwọn tí wọ́n ti ba ayé àwọn èèyàn jẹ́ tán tún wá padà jáde Èkìtì gómìnà Fáyẹmí of 4 people useless people ṣe rí pé àwọn people yẹn fúnra wa la máa pa wọ́n a máa kọ́kọ́ pa wọ́n gan ní ká tó fèsì àwọn Fúlàní tá à ń sọ ipa pàápàá. Because tí kulé ò bá pààyàn tòde ò lè pààyàn ó lọ́rọ̀ wọn. Ẹgẹ́ tí mo ń sọ ń sè. Because máa kan sọ̀rọ̀ kan jọ kan pé tá a bá ti kíní yẹn àwọn ẹni tó wà nínú ilé tí wọn kì í pọ̀ràn yẹn láwọn tán. In fact àwọn machineries wọn gan pàápàá gan. À ń láti focus àwọn èèyàn láti focus lórí àwọn tán máa ń lò irú àwọn auxiliary tó kó àbádàn yẹn. Gbogbo machineries ẹ̀ tó ní. Gbẹ́kẹ̀lé bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹlẹ́gbẹ́ national road union transport kìíní tí wọ́n ń fa wàhálà lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé olú ọmọ yẹn nígbà tí wọ́n deny bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn tí wọ́n suspend ẹ̀ tí wọ́n expel ẹ̀ láti national táwọn olórí burúkú tó wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yẹn tán pera ní gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì tí wọ́n dẹ̀ choose bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn tán láwọn break tí olú ọmọ wa ń kẹ́wọ́ fún break away from national road of union transport workers. Torí pé wọ́n fẹ́ lò wọ́n fún election tí ò lè possible election tí ò sí ó sẹ́ election Nàìjíríà ní Nàìjíríà àwọn èèyàn mo mo ti sọ fún ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan mo ní gbogbo ẹ̀yin olórí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́rì kan jẹ nínú Nàìjíríà gbogbo yín nìkan nínú yín dùn pé Nàìjíríà ò gbọdọ̀ break mo ní Nàìjíríà ẹ̀ máa break kọ́kẹ́mi tó wá sí US nígbà yìí ipò Ṣàngó tójú mi wọlé èyàn ò lè jẹun sálárì báyìí ó máa jẹ́ ní sálárì 3 months 4 months tá bá máa san owó yẹn báyìí tá bá san $90,000 lásán báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kí wọ́n san $90,000 ni sínú àkáǹtì mi nígbà yẹn ẹ rí civil servant mo láwọn ọ̀rẹ́ tí wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní aláùsá ẹni tí jẹ́ pé sálárì ẹ̀ 50,000 ní lóṣù tó ń lo mọ́tò 9 million nínú aláùsá mẹ́rin ẹ ló ṣàṣẹ́sì wà mẹ́rin.
à ń gbọ́ yín sá.
irú àwọn yẹn because yàtọ̀ sáwọn tó tún wá gbólóṣèlú gan pàápàá gan irú àwọn civil servant àwọn olè pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ kan tó sì wà nínú àwọn civil servant yẹn tó jẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn wọn ò break kí Nàìjíríà break.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
so àwọn ẹni tó máa bá tí wọ́n jẹ́ àwọn táwọn èèyàn kọ́kọ́ máa dín pẹ̀lú wọn kò ti sọ àwọn tí wọ́n ń rí jẹ yẹn àwọn tẹ́bí ń pa yẹn mọ̀ wọ́n. àwọn tí ebi ń pa nínú Nàìjíríà yẹn wọ́n mọ àwọn tí wọ́n ń rí owó yẹn kó lójú méjèèjì. so àwọn tó kọ́kọ́ máa dín pẹ̀lú nìyẹn. Nàìjíríà ò lè dá láyé ẹ tó bá ló máa dá èpè tẹ máa ń ṣe yẹn kò láìkí ẹ̀gán kò lè dá fẹ́ tó bá ní Nàìjíríà máa dá. Nàìjíríà ò lè dá. Àwọn tí wọ́n gbádùn Nàìjíríà ẹ̀rí pé àwọn olè àwọn tí wọ́n ti jalè àwọn Michael Detuga àwọn Dangote àwọn Fẹ́mi Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá ibo ni Fẹ́mi Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá láti rówó. Ibo ni Tinubu wèrè olórí burúkú ibo ló ti rí owó.
oil wealth Nàìjíríà náà ló wọ́n fi ń lè.
oil wealth ni èmi gan tí bí mo ṣe wà yìí mo tún lọ́ọ̀rẹ́ kan tó jẹ́ pé we attended the same primary and secondary school. bọ́bọ́ ẹ̀ lọ sí NDA naval officer ni Bros Koiki bọ́bọ́ ẹ̀ tí mo ń sọ yìí ọ̀rẹ́ mi yìí is now multi-billionaire because he was heading one team in Cross River big rivers àwọn state wọ́n lè fún yẹn
oil and gas ni.
àwọn syndicate wọ́n fún lọ́wọ́ ẹni tó jẹ́ pé about 4 or 5 years ago simultaneously ló order almost 500 cars láti US yìí mo sọ fún àkókò rẹ̀ mo ní ibo ni kúlẹ̀ ti rówó Ọlọ́run máa mú gbogbo yín tó bá yá ó là kúlẹ̀ òun bá mi sí tí ò pè mí mọ́ sílẹ̀ mo ní ibo ni kúlẹ̀ ti rówó kí ni sálárì sójà
kò ní sọ.
mo jẹ́ nǹkan tí mo tún fẹ́ sọ Abdulsalam táwọn èèyàn ń wò bí èèyàn gidi yẹn bá criminal ni máa yan o ẹ mọ̀ pé òun náà ti ní constitution 1999 tá a sọ yẹn gan pàápàá.
419.
àbí kì í ṣe òní ọ̀pẹ.
òun ni 419.
criminal ni máa yẹn ẹ mọ̀ pé òun ni wọ́n ní wọ́n get helicopter tó lọ kóúnjẹ fáwọn bandit yẹn lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí nínú kóòbí tí wọ́n náà wà lọ sometimes tó tẹ̀ bá sọ pé òun mọ̀ pé helicopter tó lóun mọ̀ gbà tí wọ́n gbé helicopter ń jáde tí mo ní nínú Nàìjíríà yìí náà wọ́n gbé ní helicopter tí wọ́n ti ṣe ọ̀kadà.
419 country.
so Nàìjíríà àti àmì tó dẹ̀ máa ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn Bros Koiki kìíní yẹn ti súnmọ́ tó jẹ́ pé etí àwọn èèyàn kan ti di ni. ẹ ló ṣàṣẹ sí wà ń bẹ̀.
mo ń gbọ́ yín bàbá mi àwọn àpọ̀lẹ́ yìí àgbọ̀
gbogbo tá à ń sọ yìí ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ within now we are in May ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ within now December this year and early next year tó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pípọ̀ máa lé àwọn èèyàn káàkiri nínú Nàìjíríà yẹn ebi ń pa àwọn èèyàn ó ní mo fẹ́ sọ fún brọ́dà mi tó fẹ́ lọ sí Nàìjíríà ní July pé ó watch out because even gan airport ò safe because àwọn people yẹn ló pọ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá dẹ̀ ti gẹ̀ẹ́sì pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ Yíbò pẹ̀lú Yorùbá àwa la pọ̀ jù níta so àwọn tó bá ń wá bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹlòmíì gan tí ò bá sọ̀rọ̀ láti inú airport wọ́n lè wẹ́ àìmọye tán ti wá títí tí wọn ò rí wọn mọ́. so ọmọ àdúrà tèmi ní pé àwọn tí wọn ò mọ nǹkan kan pa gbogbo tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú Nàìjíríà yẹn Ọlọ́run á dáàbò bo wa àwọn èèyàn wa Ọlọ́run á dáàbò Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn. Ọ̀sẹ̀ rí àwọn tí wọ́n ń ba ìlú yẹn jẹ́ ẹgbọ́n tí màá yẹn sọ pé ẹ mọ̀ orí àwọn yẹn ti dàrú ṣá ó ní kéèyàn ní drum tẹ́kù àbomi wà nú ẹ̀ kó máa leak ó ní sèyàn máa continue láti máa kù mí ìsìn àbí yẹn máa find the solution síbi tó ti ń lò yẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Babalá graphical expression.
Ó lágbára gan. Ó lágbára. Mo kàn play snake fún náà ni.
Àwọn wèrè àti wọ́n tó fò káàkiri ilé fẹ́ jẹ president ilé fẹ́ jẹ president àwọn wèrè tí wọ́n ti.
President ló la fẹ́ jẹ.
Wọ́n ti gẹ́ẹ̀tì wọn. Wọ́n ti wọ́n máa wò wọ́n báyìí pé ẹ máa wá wọn dèdèrè. Pé tán náà nìyẹn. Àwọn ìbíkúnlé amósùn gbogbo wọn yẹn náà ẹ fi wọ́n lẹ̀ trap ní kinní yẹn bí ẹni pọ́n fún oúnjẹ sẹ́nu tàkúté báyìí fún eku ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wọn ṣe rí. Tinubu tí gbogbo ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ń gbọ̀n yẹn yẹn tún jáde kó fẹ́ jẹ president ológun wọ́n ti lóyin lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀ mo gbọ́dọ̀ bàbá kan bàbá ẹ̀ kérúkù ni ó lóyin òkè kú sínú ilé ẹ̀ ó nínú ẹmu ló máa lọ kú sí wọ́n ti nínú inú ẹmu tàbí òbíà lóyin máa ń kú sí á fi inú ilé ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ adùn á fi bẹ̀ sílẹ̀ bàbá ẹ̀ ń sọ pé sí ẹmu dùn tó yin ni ó ní ẹmu tó yin ẹ̀yẹn òyin á kò nínú ilé ẹ̀ á lọ kú sínú ẹmu gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wọn ṣe rí. So God,
thank you so much. Thank you. All right, sir. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a caller also putting his own. Nigerians they are aware of what is going on, whether they are poor, they are rich, or middle class. That's if we still have middle class anyway. But everybody is hoping that it will get better. But they don't understand that nothing is going to get better because Nigeria is not my own and your own. Let's go straight to the next caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, brother.
I can't sorry to sir.
Hello, Equator.
Better near.
Hello, to my own for you.
My logo alone. Amen.
I really appreciate the effort.
Thank you. I'm alone. Lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Mo fẹ́ contribute ní sí program yẹn.
Go ahead.
Mi ò mọ̀ bóyá nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ lórí nǹkan tí ẹ ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí àti nípa ìlọsíwájú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá náà jẹ́ náà.
Okay.
So, mo wo nǹkan ní àná. So, àwọn bàbá wa rà pé bóyá ẹ̀yin náà máa wà nínú program ìbọ̀ mi ò kàn gbọ́ bí ẹ sọ. So, kí ni wọ́n ń discuss náà nípa gbogbo bí àwọn leaders wa bí wọ́n ṣe yamayama tí wọ́n bà ìlú yẹn jẹ́ òun náà ni nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa. But wọ́n wá mẹ́nu bà ọ̀rọ̀ nípa Tinubu nípa pé ó fẹ́ lo Yorùbá nation ìyẹn ìjàgbara ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn ó fẹ́ lò as bí plan B certificate pé bóyá ó ti ń wo pé ó possible kó ń jákulẹ̀ nínú race ilé tó ń fẹ́ darapọ̀ yẹn. So pé ó ṣeé ṣe kó sọ pé ok o òun padà wá òun fẹ́ wá darapọ̀ mọ́ àwa tí a ń jà fún ilé wa. So bí àwọn bàbá wa fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ àti àwọn tí wọ́n wà in attendance níbẹ̀. So wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pé tó bá wá tí Tinubu bá ṣetán tó ló ń fẹ́ padà wálé Yorùbá ni Tinubu so àwọn lè deny pé kó má wà pé ó wà welcome stuff like that. So oníkálukú sáà ń contribute nípa pé bóyá tí ó bá wá ó wà welcome so ó kàn máa lọ tò sẹ́yìn ni àwọn ò ní gbà láyè kò lè gbogbo tó bá lówó ó lówó ẹ̀ síbi kan. So but the point mo fẹ́ make ni wípé àwọn Yorùbá wọn sọ pé ọmọdé gbọ́n àgbà gbọ́n wọn la fi dálẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn nílẹ̀ wa ilẹ̀ ọmọlúwàbí yẹn. Ṣé rí it's like extent atrocity Tinubu mo sorry bóyá àwọn bàbá wa bóyá torí pé wọ́n wò pé àgbà ajá kò gbọdọ̀ bá wo jẹ́ bóyá ló jẹ́ kí ọ̀kan máa wò pé Tinubu is still someone tí àwọn lè gbà mọ́ra lórí ìtẹ̀síwájú àbí lórí ìjàgbara wa. Tinubu kò ever ní mind pé òun fẹ́ support agitation Yorùbá tí ó máa ṣe pé ó bá ti rí fìrífìrí níbi tí ó kọ́kọ́ face tó sọ pé òun lọ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. And apart from that, kí ni àǹfààní tó wà lára Tinubu? Tinubu right from history ó máa ń ba tàwọn èèyàn jẹ́ náà ni. Kò sí ẹni tó bá Tinubu dá òwò pọ̀ tí kò regret. Kò sí ẹni tó bá Tinubu dá nǹkan pọ̀ tó gbára lé tí Tinubu ò já wọn kulẹ̀. Ó gba àwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re those days. Èmi close mọ́ àwọn tí wọ́n wà nínú Afẹ́nifẹ́re. Tó yẹ pé nígbà tí Tinubu dé tó sign line gbogbo wọn tó já wọn kulẹ̀. Segregate. So kí ni mo fẹ́ fàkàrọ̀ ni pé point táwọn bàbá wa yẹn make àtàwọn tó wà ní attendance ní meeting yẹn gangan ló ń fún mi ní headache láti àná. So mi ò lè sùn gbọ́ mú ní mind pé ẹ máa ṣe program late night program báyìí. Ó ṣe wípé ní tí máa débi iṣẹ́ máa pè tí ẹ bá ti wà lórí program yìí. So mi ò mọ kí ni a ṣe fẹ́ bá àwọn bàbá wa sọ̀rọ̀. Tẹ bá ní tí any attempt tẹ bá allow Tinubu tí Tinubu bá wá Yorùbá ni there is no denying the fact pé ọmọ Yorùbá ni Tinubu. A lè sọ pé kí Tinubu kó má jẹ́ Yorùbá. A lè lékulé kó ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. But Tinubu should be allowed to go and sit down somewhere kó watch ìlọsíwájú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá while sitting in his own house. Kì í ṣe pé ní kí Tinubu wá darapọ̀ mọ́ àwa àbí ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti agitate fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Kẹ́ máa ní máìdí pé bóyá Tinubu bá wá ó kàn máa tò sẹ́yìn kò ní nígbà láàyè ó máa lọ kíù ni ó máa sọ pé Tinubu kò ní síbi kan tí Tinubu máa wọ̀ tíbẹ̀ ò ní dàrú. Kò síbi tí Tinubu fẹ́ wọ̀ tíbẹ̀ ò ní dàrú. And another thing ni wípé Ọlọ́run ló ṣe tán tó fẹ́ dì pẹ̀lú Tinubu. Then who are we? Nítòótọ́ òmìnira ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó lágbára ó dẹ̀ tóbi ju everybody lọ. But òmìnira ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ò tóbi ju Ọlọ́run lọ. Torí Ọlọ́run ló ṣe tán tó fẹ́ dì pẹ̀lú Tinubu pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn atrocities tó ti commit. Why is it that we want to afẹ́ mú Tinubu mọ́ra? Because tí Tinubu àtàwọn drugs ẹ̀ náà àwọn tout ẹ̀ àwọn tó ti inside káàkiri tí wọ́n bá listen sí program yẹn inú Tinubu gan máa dùn wá wò pé wọ́n lè fẹ́ welcome òun. Ó lè ti mọ̀ pé ní attempt tó máa fi ráyè wọlé síbẹ̀. Tinubu òun ṣe èèyàn kò ń ṣe ọmọlúàbí náà. We all know that òun sọ ọmọlúàbí. Tinubu is love òun ṣe pé òun gangan fúnra rẹ̀ ló ń lo life ẹ̀ fúnra rẹ̀ bó ṣe wáyé. Ó ní àwọn nǹkan tó ń gan fúnra rẹ̀ ti incorporate sínú ìgbésí ayé ẹ̀. Then why is it that táwọn bàbá wa ìfẹ́ tí wọ́n fẹ́ sọ pé tí Tinubu bá welcome ó padà wálé ẹnìkan ti ń kọrin níbẹ̀ láàrin pé bá a ṣe fẹ́ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lórí èmi là ò ní yọ̀ sí. Omi là ò ní yọ̀ sí kí la fẹ́ yọ̀ sí nípa pé Tinubu sọ pé òun fẹ́ wá join àwọn agitators. Kí ni oore tí Tinubu tẹ̀ ẹ̀fẹ́ kí Tinubu fẹ́ san wá? Kí ni ọpọlọ tí a rò pé Tinubu fẹ́ bring fún wa? Ṣé àwa lọ lọ́run tó ti ja ìjàngbara yẹn dé lẹ́kùtà jáde? Tí Tinubu ò bá wà láyé sí Ọlọ́run ní fún adébí tá a fẹ́ lọ ni. So mo kí ni yẹn kan fọ́ mi lórí látàná so mo fẹ́ lo àǹfààní platform yín and ẹ̀yin náà ẹ̀ náà wà lára àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ ìkan nínú agitation yẹn. Ẹ bá pe àwọn bàbá yẹn sákèjì. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká lọ ṣe mistake láti sọ pé bóyá tí Tinubu bá sọ pé òun bọ̀ àwọn làwọ̀ fún pé kókó máa bọ̀. Tinubu yìí ṣe èèyàn. We all know that gbogbo wa pátá la mọ̀. Ṣẹ́díkẹ́ẹ̀tì tí mo sọ̀rọ̀ rà pé so ẹ jọ torí Ọlọ́run. For every reason ẹ má jẹ́ kí Tinubu ká má tiẹ̀ gbà láyè rárá. Ó jò kókó máa wọ́ọ̀jì lọ síwájú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni. Kó máa wọ́ọ̀jì lọ síwájú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni. Fún àgbẹ̀ bóyá ẹ má fi Tinubu sí àárín pé bóyá ó fẹ́ wá súnmọ́ wa fẹ́ wá jòkó. Ó lọ jòkó.
Shegoni, thanks so much for the contribution. I think we've had thanks so much the last caller. 10 minutes past 5. I don't know what program that was because I can't remember any program apart from the media one yesterday. So I'm not sure which of the program that the brother is talking about. But I'm aware that a lot of people are already saying that if Tinubu fails to become a candidate, then it would have to come down to our own level. Let's go straight to Lagos, where we have a new caller. I'm going to come back on that. Hello, caller.
Hello, Koiki.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Thomas Oluwadamilare Falujo. Thank you so much. Everyone's okay, my boy, Bishop.
Yeah. Mo fẹ́ response sí Magro session tó tán yẹn.
Okay.
Now, more angle tí bàbá tó fi make statement tó make yẹn is very highly technical. Bàbá mọ̀rọ̀ èèyàn tí Tinubu jẹ́. Kò sẹ́ni kankan. Bí ìfà ó ṣe ń bá wọn fíra lọ́wọ́. Yorùbá nation football tí ó succeed ta fẹ́ lọ gbá ní in 2 weeks time ni. Àwọn group Tinubu kan fẹ́ hijack ní South Africa. Tí wọ́n lọ síbẹ̀ tó ń takú pé àwọn ní Yorùbá nation. Wọ́n dẹ̀ fi owó tó fi ń bribe títí kó tó di pé àṣírí wọn tú tó jẹ́ pé UNP ò yẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rí orúkọ ìlànà àti bàbá tó bá kí àwọn ènìyàn up lórí lẹ́tà wọn tó fi wá accept àwọn gúrùpù broda Fatai tó jẹ́ tí sìn àwọn tó kóra wọn wá páwọn ní àwọn nìkíní. So bàbá àtàwọn èèyàn mọ̀ àwọn irú àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ but nǹkan tí èmi kàn máa advise bàbá kan ṣe tí Tinubu bá wá tó lóhùn náà àwọn fẹ́ join Yorùbá nation kì í ṣe pé wọ́n máa join ìlànà. Of course a mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti pín àwọn sí gbogbo group láti máa cause confusion but ìlànà is very disciplined, especially ìlànà UK. And in fact ìlànà US lára problem tó ní lọ́wọ́ báyìí same these politicians tó yẹ pé wọ́n dẹ̀ ń wo bọ́ yẹn máa solve problem yẹn lọ́wọ́ wọ́n lé gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ politicians yẹn tó ti rárí wà àárín wọn kúrò in US. But UK is strictly disciplined and kò tó join on my screen there. Now my own advice to Baba is so when Tinubu come, yes, you are more Yoruba, you have the right to be a Yoruba nation, but they should tell him go and form your own group. Let's get a Tinubu fashion for. So one day my watch you in distance. Yoruba ní pé ẹni bá máa fẹ́ ṣù jẹun síbi ẹ̀ máa gùn. So Yorùbá lè mọ àwọn ti Tinubu Yorùbá nation. Wọ́n lè ṣe bí wọn tọ́lẹ̀ máa bá wọn fi jẹun á máa gùn dáadáa. So when everything happens, then when we are sitting down on the table, they will be able to say, now please, we don't want old politicians. Then ìgbà tó bá dùn wáyà wèrè then a ti mọ̀ wọ́n, then we know how to deal with all of them. I hope it's clear now. So kì í ṣe pé wọ́n ti mix mọ́ wa àwọn àpàdé wàhálà máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ànímọ̀ wíìfù no. Wọ́n ti fashion wọn so a ti mọ̀ wọ́n. So tọ́ bá wá sit on round table tí tó ń jẹ́ bá délẹ̀ tán everything délẹ̀ tán tọ́ bá ní àfẹ́ old politician o we want the new set everything come out táwọn bá wá yarí tán nínú àwọn fẹ́ tún gbéra we know how to now deal with them because we know them they faction them already.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the last caller and the one before that. One thing we have to understand is things is not going to be the way it used to be. It is not just Tinubu that you all have to be concerned about. We have millions of Yorubas that are party members of APC and PDP. and they're Yorubas. And that means it doesn't matter if they think that if Tinubu failed to become the candidate of the APC, they will now all come back. I don't see him having to go to another political party. He's going to fail. But if they have it at the back of their mind that àwọn máa wá wá sí the back end of what they are now hoping will be their last lap and hijack it, it can't happen. It doesn't matter the wealth, their personality within what they have at the moment. We are all more intelligent than before. Problem to one here. But they're not going to hijack what we have in our hand. So I can understand the last two caller. I mean the one before this one, before Bishop. Belori Tinubu. Is relevant in a Yoruba nation is not going to change the way we want things to run. Tinubu cannot hijack a Yoruba nation, even with all his wealth. And they know that. Let's go straight quickly to this caller before we start winding down gradually. Hello, caller.
Hello, good morning, senior man. Yeah, bro.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Carol.
Ẹ
jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ contribute sí nǹkan tí second to the last caller yẹn sọ ni. Ẹ má bínú nípa ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá Tinubu.
Go ahead.
Yeah, nǹkan tèmi sí rí sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ni wípé moving train lọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ̀. The Yoruba nation, the Yoruba country, ó dẹ̀ tóbi ju everybody lọ. Ṣé understand? Àwọn kan máa wá, àwọn kan á yọ kúrò ni. Tí bàbá Tinubu tó bá ní òun fẹ́ ṣe Yoruba nation, go ahead now. Yeah, àwọn kan ti wà tó jẹ́ pé àwọn yẹn ní first batch tí trade ti kọ́kọ́ kó lọ. Àwọn second batch míì náà ṣì ń bọ̀. Torí gbogbo wọn náà mojú ọ̀nà. Bọ̀wọ́lá ìjẹkújẹ tí wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ, òun ló ń ṣe wọ́n. Ta ní Nàìjíríà ń ṣiṣẹ́ ni, tó wáyé pé Nàìjíríà ń ṣiṣẹ́ bó ṣe yẹ kó ṣiṣẹ́ ni. Tó máa fẹ́ mú president ní Yorùbá land. Ń gbé kó lọ jẹ president Nàìjíríà, Tinubu la máa mú. Kó máa fìdí wọ́, òun la máa wọ́ sí díẹ̀ pé lọ́jọ́ kò síbẹ̀. Ta ní gbogbo wọn ṣe dáadáa bó ṣe tọ́ bó ṣe yẹ. Tó bá ṣe fún Yorùbá country, àmì tó bá ṣe fún Yorùbá land ni. Bọ̀ torí pé gbogbo wọn ń pawó wọn sápò ni. Kífò kí Yorùbá country dúró gan, àwọn ọ̀ràn àwọn people yìí, wọn ò lè touch president nídìí ẹ̀. Torí gbọ́dọ̀ wà ní constitution yìí. Èèyàn kan ò tún lè wà fún fáwọn sẹ́yìn padà again. Torí bí ògùn náà máa fi búra gan. So bóyá jẹ́ nìyẹn, anybody tó bá fẹ́ join, ó free láti join anything tó bá wù. Wọ́n ní láti welcome ẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílé yìí, ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílé wọ́n fi wá play politics ni. Àwọn tó dẹ̀ mojú ọ̀nà, àwọn tó jó lóòótọ́, àwa mọ̀ wọ́n. So don't think because of your enemy do bad thing, you want to push him in a way. So gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kó mọ ojú ọ̀nà pé ojú ọ̀nà ni. This is the right thing, this is the good way. So bóyá jẹ́ ẹnìyẹn, so wọ́n tẹ̀lé rí sọ sí nìyẹn tí bàbá Tinubu bá fẹ́ join, wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ welcome ẹ̀. Wọ́n ní láti sọ anything fún. Because Yorùbá máa ní.
Okay.
So bóyá jẹ́ nìyẹn.
Thank you so
There is
much.
nothing there. Kò lè jọ̀gá wà dáhùn. Kò lè dẹ́nsìn kó ló fẹ́ jẹ kó ló fẹ́ lé bàbá president wa kúrò. Kò lè possible. Nǹkan tó bá sọ ló máa gbọ́ sí wọn lẹ́nu.
Okay.
On top waiting.
So
on the right láti join anything tó bá wù sá.
Thank you so much.
We are all Yoruba now. Yeah.
Thank you. I want us to remind ourselves, this is still on our website, koikimedia.com. It's just put together by the Yoruba Strategic Alliance Omoluabi Worldwide. It's not the constitution, but it is what's going to look and read it through for those of you that might want to. A constitution will be what is going to guide us as we are approaching where we want to be. Moki Iyami Omolara Ajala, Mudekiyawa Gbemileke, and all other mothers and sisters and aunties on the thread. Proposed Constitution of Yoruba Nation. If you have not come across this before, I want us to take time on koikimedia.com, download it and go through it. It is not the Yoruba Constitution. It's just a proposal that some Omoluabi put together. Constitution would also bind anyone, including myself, regardless of our status or who we are. So the Yoruba Constitution is our PIN number that will give us a lot of what we want. I repeat video tí mo play snippet fún yín lórí Asabe TV. For those of you that were watching that, and you can go and watch the full clip on Asabe TV. The reason why a lot of things have gone wrong in Nigeria, apart from the fact that it was amalgamated, that can also be de-amalgamated, even if Nigeria was working. Because Scotland today wants a referendum to opt out. If anybody needs the constitution, you don't need to ask me. You can just go on Koikimedia and you can download it from there. It's there. So don't ask me to send it to anybody. That's why we have a website. If we have more funding, the website will be operating fully, where we can have more staff to manage for us. But we're doing our best to at least update it there and there. So with information. The reason why you can go on BBC website, they have the money to have a lot of staff translate things in Hausa, in Igbo, in Yoruba, in other countries. BBC is all over the world. It's because they have money. If I have the money, I will be doing a lot as well from our own platform. But the little I can do is what I'm doing right now, and we're trying our best. So if anybody wants that constitution, all you need to do is just go on Koikimedia. It's right in front of the page of the website, www.koikimedia.com. It is worth to go and read it in full details. I better keloka kekoteli láì dí àpè bàbá gbalẹ̀ yìí tán. Àwọn kan tó máa bind wa lélẹ̀, tó máa guide wa lélẹ̀, tó máa protect wa lélẹ̀. So people like Tinubu will not have the right, just as Abdulsalam Abubakar have done on this fraudulent military decree. He will not even have the right to influence anything like a constitution that will bind everybody. The current constitution in Nigeria is so fraudulent that it favors Tinubu and as well favors a lot of those in the north and the southeast and the middle belt. Because over favor one, every one of them should have started shouting about that constitution since 1999. But the constitution was in their favor. So, and that's why they kept mute until we now started breaking it down to Nigerians that that constitution that you had is a military diktat, and it has nowhere that we the people. What do you mean that we the people? It's that same constitution that you have used, where the police have abused you, but a constitution that does not protect you. Hello, constitution in that. I can't go through it tonight. Maybe we'll do that some other time or these early hours. But we've done it before where we brought those people that drafted these. It's just a draft. So when we are now saying that the constitution is the key that will also guide us in a nation where ọmọ tálákà kò ní láti mọ̀yàn kó tó sue olówó. Ìlú tí mò ń gbé yìí, mo ní right láti sue anybody. Àwọn náà dẹ̀ ní right láti sue me depending on whatever tabajọ ń bára wa fà. But ní Nàìjíríà nísìn, ọmọ ìyá tó ń ta kerosene kò kàn lè sọ pé òun fẹ́ sue even Tinubu tẹ̀ ń sọ yẹn nísìn. Kò sọ Tinubu fúnra rẹ̀ gan ní wá sí court. Kò dẹ̀ ní rányàn wá. Just as the federal government has not appeared or come down to Ekiti for the court case, and I believe the next one is coming up very soon. So it's because you don't have the institution that works for everybody. But a Yoruba nation would have institution. Kí ló ń pè ní institution? The judiciary, which is the key. Kò ń ṣe èyí tí wọ́n ń lo Sharia ní North, tó ń lo nǹkan míì ní South, because I won't believe in that interpretation of the law in Nigeria. So what am I trying to explain here is, yes, we all have to be concerned about somebody like Tinubu so that he does not come and hijack the movement. We know that, and I'm very perfectly sure that Tinubu is funding a lot of underground campaign, either directly or indirectly. I know that, definitely. And we must not be shy to discuss issues like these. Concerns. It's not just Tinubu. A lot of you are thinking about Tinubu. I am thinking about millions of others that are quiet, evil, bastard. They are watching us right now and they are not involved in these. And Europe with Tinubu nìkan ni ó wà powerful in Nigeria. Is that what you're thinking? Maybe because the way they're portraying it, there are some other people that are also quietly and ready to hijack. But the good thing about what we are doing this time around is we are not those crumb or ass lickers. So it will be difficult for them with people like us. And when I say people like us, I also mean every one of you that is watching. Because this is not those times and era that people like Afenifere said they were asking for restructuring for 40 years. When you should be, and you can see now that somebody like Adebanjo, I keep talking about him because he's the leader of the Afenifere and is also Afenifere within the Yoruba land. It's a very, very important stakeholders. But what they have not done that we are doing is àwọn ṣì ń fi sentiment sí pé ìlú táwọn jọ gbé papọ̀, you can hear from this last video. He doesn't want it to break. Ẹ lọ gbọ́n kan tí Afe Babalọlá náà sọ. So they are all in that same, cage of the unity of Nigeria can still be put together, but kọ́kọ́ change the constitution yẹn kó lè work fún gbogbo wa. But for 40 years, lẹ fi ń bá Fúlàní sọ pé kọ́ restructure because kò ń ṣe kọ́ ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pé kọ́ restructure because Nigeria failed after the western region ní Nigeria to collapse. Let's go straight to a new caller.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Baba Koiki.
How are you?
Yeah. Ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ ẹ́ pé ìlú sọ ní public ní káwọn yẹn máa gbọ́.
Then ẹ má tẹ̀ bọ́dà láti fẹ́ sọ gbà yẹn so tí tó bá ti ní lọ ní public then ẹ ní láti sọ rárá.
Bóyá kí n padà sílẹ̀.
Ẹ̀yin ọ̀hún ṣe ẹ máa pè létà tábà sí lórí program ẹ má bínú. In tó bá wà sensitive I don't want to hear it here. In tó bá wà security tó yẹ pé kò ń ṣe tí ó láti jẹ́ public consumption wọ́n pè kíní kan ní public consumption because bó ṣe jókòó báyìí nísìnyí ní ẹ̀ka rẹ̀ mọ́ bọ̀ a ní different people tí intention wọn yàtọ̀ sí ta gbé dání and the last thing we want is continue to just talk and talk because we are on air ẹ lè pè mí tí n bá sí on air so that ká sọ àwọn nǹkan tí ẹ bá fi bá wa sọ ẹ gbóhùn sókè.
Constitution tó máa ta bá ń lò wọn ló máa dìbà nǹkan ṣe pé bí apò ìkíní then irú èdè tí mo wà ní ìsìnkà tí àgbájọ ọmọ onílù kò sí kankan tẹ lè ṣe lè ṣe anything tí àgbájọ ọmọ onílù irú èdè tí mo wà ní ìsìnkà tẹ bá fẹ́ ní físà ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ lọ wá ẹni tó fẹ́ ku etí irú sí bí mo ṣe wà ní because company ni mo for example tí mo bá company ṣiṣẹ́. So tí wọ́n yẹ pé bóyá mo fẹ́ wà fún ara mi pé mo fẹ́ dá wà mo máa ní láti cancel visa yẹn ní ọ̀dà company yẹn pé mi ò ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́ màá wá padà lọ sí ìlú mi but kí n tó padà mo gbọ́dọ̀ wá mo etí torí àwọn náà olè náà ni wọ́n bí wọ́n lè gbowó tẹ lọ tán kọ́ má bàa ní ṣe pọ̀tẹ́ fẹ́ so èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ bí ọkàn wà ní àárín tẹ ẹ mọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé ẹni ẹ ló máa wà ní àárín ní tó máa jẹ́ pé ẹni ẹ ló máa wà á bí tó máa bá ní sọ pé kókè. So poetry ẹni ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ poetry so òun ni ẹ máa fún ní owó ó máa gbowó ní ọwọ́ yín òun tó máa wá dúró ní ìdúró pé ókè o tó bá a yín bọ́lá tí mo sọ lẹ́nu yẹn nísà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wà òun tó máa wá dúró àti sponsora níbi tí mo wà yìí pé ókè o òun lòún dúró fún yín o. So orúkọ ẹ ló máa wà lórí fífà yìí ó lè máa gbowó ní every year. Because every year the mama ìwé onídòóyè civil life.
Ó máa jẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí agent.
So every year bẹ́ẹ̀ ni agent every year yẹn òun ló máa ló máa fún ní owó tó máa bá ní ṣe review. So bẹ́ẹ̀ bá jọ mọ nílùú you cannot lè ṣe any down thing nílùú tá a wà yìí. Rárá country gbogbo rárá country lè ṣe anything nílùú yẹn. So constitution tí wọ́n ń lò lọ́dọ̀ wọn ó fẹ́ fún àwọn ará ìlú wọn kò fẹ́ fún ará ìta. So constitution tó bá ṣe òun ló máa determine kò ó ṣe pé bí constitution kan lò nínú location 419 tó jẹ́ pé constitution ìwà jìbìtì ìwà ẹ̀mí nìkan tí bá ti lò kò tí nǹkan tó kàn wá kò tí nǹkan tó kàn wọ́n pẹ̀lú wọn ẹlòmíì kì í ṣe constitution kan fẹ́ lò nìyẹn. So tí bàbá Tinubu àwọn òwúlẹ̀ support wọn tẹ́lẹ̀ but ètò bá fẹ́ máa bọ̀ wọ́n máa bọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn agbèrò wọn but ẹgbẹ́ kan náà máa wà lórí wọn support wa wọn ò fẹ́ wa so nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn constitution tó bá lò òun ló máa determine so nǹkan tí mo ní pé kí n dá.
Thank you so much. All right. Once again, this constitution that we're talking about, I'm talking about the this is a propose. You can see the table of content, the people's right, the legislature, the executive, the judiciary, the council of kings, interstate relation, debt, national supremacy, oath of office, amendment, and process. So you can go there, like I said, you can download it or you can read it straight from our website. And right there, there's a lot of information that you can see in front of you there. The people's right. We're not talking about your fraudulent 1999 constitution. We're talking about a constitution that would have a better opportunity for every one of us. We're just going to be winding down very soon so that I can just go and relax, and we'll probably still have more time to come back again later in the morning. We'd like to appreciate everyone that have stayed tuned from all the platforms as usual. We have people that are listening to us on the MixLR. I hope we have somebody there. Okay, not at all. They probably will listen to that later on. Moving forward, the most important thing and our concern on this platform is the petition. We want us to continue to go and sign the petition, as many of us as possible. We encourage people, if you can, on your own, local government yín kọ̀ọ̀kan ní state yín, encourage èèyàn níbẹ̀. You don't have to come through me or through anybody. You can do that yourself. Tó bá wá fún yín àwọn orúkọ yẹn, ẹ lè send it sáwà àbáyín filẹ̀ so that ẹ̀yin á lè jẹ́ kó easy fún yín. So let us please get in touch with our people back home. Even if you have done it before, emphasize on it. The numbers will be completed very soon. I'm aware of that we will get the numbers. But we still have to make sure that we continue to tell people to go and sign. Let's give them the reason why they need to sign it. And Toba will broadcast the Mosheni or Swana because Atiwani in 6th of May 2022. Moshe Shikote Menison, Ileti Morgan Lord Tiwa, Oti Bright. That's the Bilaye Sherimi. In Nigeria, Oshima Mafuma. Mama bright, but we're now getting a brighter Shikote Menison. So it's quite bright from outside now, even though the sun hasn't popped out. There was a guy that came into the broadcast from Cyprus, just about 1 million. They have a passport that is valid, that is strong. They might not have a good, strong economy, but people can still visit Cyprus. I'm talking about àwọn òyìnbó yìí. Gbogbo wọn lọ ti ra ticket tó fi lọ fún holiday ní summer. Òyìnbó mélòó ló máa wá Nàìjíríà láti wá ṣe holiday ní Kwara State, ní Kogi State, ní Ondo State, Ekiti State, Osun State, Lagos, and Oyo State? It's because we don't have a country. That's why Nigeria is not an holiday destination. Kidnapping. Some are worried that what about our debt that we are owing the international community? The international community might jẹ́ ká lọ because of àwọn gbèsè tí Nigeria jẹ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí, which is a big amount of money. That cannot stop the Yoruba sovereign nation. Whether we have borrowed money or we are owing money cannot stop that. Nigeria as it is, with all the debt, when the country breaks, which is going to happen, you might say it's not going to happen. Ẹ̀yin kọ́ máa pa mí táwọn kan bá ní talẹ̀ yín tẹ́ fẹ́ bírèkì Nàìjíríà. Àwọn kan máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kí talẹ̀ yín náà kò ń ṣàwà. Ọlọ́run fẹ́ bírèkì ẹ̀ ni. Ọlọ́run ló fẹ́ bírèkì ẹ̀. Kò ń ṣe Koikimedia ló fẹ́ bírèkì ẹ̀. Èmi kàn help ẹ̀ láti gas ẹ̀ dáadáa, which I'm going to do on this platform. And I'll continue to make sure I play my own role. You can play yours. But some of the role that we're going to be playing now on this platform is I will speak sometimes not on behalf of Yoruba nation, but I will speak as my own company known as Koikimedia for certain things so that we can push the movement. And part of that is the one that we've just started. And I come up with another one. Please don't mix it up with any platform. I don't have any issue as I continue to work with all the medias. But sometimes when I come now and sit here, I won't log one in Mombasa this time around. And when I come here and sit here and I say, I need certain things, not for my personal self, because kò sí nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ fi 1,000 walkie-talkie ṣe, kò ṣe pé mo fẹ́ kó lọ sálábà láti lọ tà. So some of those things will be coming up more now. If you think you want to, don't ask me if I need the account. I'm not interested in all that nonsense. If you support one, I support one, I promote it. But if I joke on this thing, henceforth, I need these. And to ba feel pé òun lọ pọ́n ẹ ṣe and to ba òun ẹ ní láti béèrè béèrè. Ó bá lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ platform kó lọ sọ níbẹ̀. You're wasting your time. I don't have to respond to anything. Gbogbo tó ń lọ ni mò ń gbọ́ pátápátá. But ibi tí èmi gbójúlé báyìí tí terrorist ti wọlé wá bá wa, òun lè mi focus sí. So we will continue to say we need 1,000. If I can get more, that's fine. But I need 1,000 pieces of walkie-talkie. How long it's going to take to get 1,000? I don't know. It will be subject to you watching me. Because I don't have the money to buy that 1,000. I wish I can buy it in one go. But I don't have the money. Má sọ fún mi pé àkáǹtì kan níbì kan kọ́ lọ dá síbì kan ìyẹn ọkàn mi ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kọ́ ni mo bá wá nísìn. I am talking directly now as Koikimedia. Let me allow this. Okay, that call has gone through. I just let it go. If you can buy one, I will take it from you. If you want to buy 5, I'll take it from you. If you want to buy 100. But we have started already with the first person that lives in Manchester that was able to give us 4 to start with. Somebody else have also said, I'm going to do 4, which we have already purchased. Likewise, another mother have already purchased 1. So that means the number will continue to grow. And when I have enough, I would then continue to say, that's enough, enough. So I'm going to show us my back end of my eBay account. I just want to make sure that I don't have anything that I don't want you to see, but I can show you that we are not joking. This is what me want to do as Koikimedia. What other platform wants to do, I don't give a toss. I don't care. But in Temirini, we have a danger that is coming, approaching us. How soon, I don't know. How long, I don't know. But are we prepared? This is what Koikimedia wants at the moment. For this. It doesn't go through any other channel or any other route. It is not compulsory for you to be involved. But those that knows that whether we are serious or not. And everybody will do different things. I have said it on this platform, Amaja. and I don't regret saying it all the time. Another platform can say we're not going to fight. That is their own platform. Bí àwọn náà mi tó fi gbà. But lórí platform yìí, tá a bá jà, à ń ṣeré ipá ni, a lọ nǹkan kan. Ẹgbọ́n mi dára, tá a bá jà, ìjà yẹn lè jẹ́ láàrin àwa àtàwọn Yorùbá politicians, ó lè jẹ́ láàrin àwa àti government. Gbogbo ẹni mo fi sọ. Government tí ó allow kí terrorists máa gbé AK-47 tó fi ń kí Eid nínú Nàìjíríà, tí èmi wá kàn ń béèrè fún walkie-talkie, níwọ tí ò ní làákàyè wá ṣẹ̀ tún béèrè pé kí la fẹ́ fi ṣe, á jẹ́ pé brain ẹ̀ ó ti wà, wọ́n ti fry ẹ̀ bí ẹyin dídí. Government allow terrorists to move around in Nigeria freely with the same kind of powerful, even more sophisticated things tèmi ò tẹ́lẹ̀ afford. But èyí tí mo feel pé kò pa wá lára púpọ̀ tí a dẹ̀ need. So the game has changed on Koikimedia. Kí ni mo sọ? The game has changed on this platform. There'll be a lot of requests from us to you. We will need those requests to come in quickly. I want to send people for camping. Kọlọbẹ̀rẹ̀sìn lọ pẹja. But we can't do that if we don't have the resources. Because I have now said we are ready. It doesn't matter how small we can do on this platform. I'm not privy to what others are doing. But I am coming out on the open to say, we will go for camping. We will continue to support. Bí ṣe bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ní sáwọn kan wà níbi tí wọ́n ti wà ń bẹ̀ láti ìjẹta nísìn lórí ọ̀rọ̀ petition ni tí mo fi disclose location bí tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Wọ́n ti lọ sáwọn abúlé yẹn. Èyí máa péjọ méjì tó ti wà níbẹ̀ tó ń collate data tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ. So there's a lot of things going on. So, once again, let us just say we appreciate everyone. And as you can see there, that yesterday, we were able to purchase 4 and another 1 of the walkie-talkie. And those who arrived in my house in another couple of days. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin tí ẹ gbàgbọ́ nínú wa pé ẹ máa báṣẹ́ lọ. You can see that Bofang, I need 1,000 of these. It cost about 31 pounds. Or yes, almost 31, 34, depending on where you are want to buy it from. But I want the same brand. I don't want so many different brands. I want just one particular one so that it will work for the purpose. Alabodi nawa, but these are stronger, durable, and they can last longer. And as you can see there, the work I've started. Could about take many months if you get 1,000 pieces in. But èmi mọ̀ pé nígbà tí ariwo bá tún ta síta, bí ṣe bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nísìn, there is crisis on a daily basis in Nigeria, but it is not reported. Yewa nísìn hon hot gan. Ẹ ṣé gan ni Yawa Yabo. If you have an account, you can also purchase it. I will know how to get it from you. And you're not worried, especially if you have in UK. So if you want to buy it yourself, please do so. And then get in touch with me. Mama Boshima Dodo, you're not worried. For me, I'm not. A lot of people sometimes say, you know, security, your safety. And I say, look, bí ọkàn bá sẹ́ni kankan wá kó tó dénú ilé tèmi gan àfi tí British government bá ti gbà bọ̀dẹ̀ ní tó bá mu dé bíbà tó wà compromise British government ti gbà bọ̀dẹ̀ nìyẹn. Yes, ẹ lè send us account to àyà mi. The account details, I can give it to us for those that wants to support. It's a UK account and we'll continue to buy them. I'll continue to stock them here. And when I think I have enough to ship, then I think we're going to be sending a projector. Walata has donated one, a very powerful one. Cafe from Dr. Aliu for presentation in Nigeria. So when I have that plus enough package, mo máa délé tó bá yẹ kó gba orí òfurufú àbí orí omi àbí àrìndínlé bákan ṣá èyí má worry nípa yẹn. So for whoever wants to buy 1, 2, 3, whatever you can afford, doesn't matter how long we have it, but it, you know, the target is 1,000 copies or pieces. That will go a long way. Àwọn tó wá kólẹ̀ ló ń lẹ̀ ń gbọ́n yẹn ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ bin man. So for those that wants to help towards it, get in touch with me, but please specify that owó yìí o afẹ́ fi ṣe walkie talkie ni o, and I will do it. I'll buy it. Ṣé pé afẹ́ fi jẹun èyí tẹ̀ ń fún wa ní kékèké tá à ń dúpẹ́ fún yẹn wá okay. But there will be things that will change. Ṣé náà ní gbọ́ yín politicians yẹn àwa náà ń gbáradì fún yín ni. Ṣé náà fẹ́ gbọ́ à ń sọ fún yín pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn pé a fẹ́ lọ ẹ náà fẹ́ gbà bí okay. And we haven't got time. Tí bá lọ wo how many days ló kù nísìn. As far as I'm concerned, I'm working with those days. I think it's about 200 and if you lọ wo lórí website wa. Yeah, 280 days. So gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tá bá serious pa fẹ́ lọ gbogbo tó bá gbà pátápátá òun ni ká fún òun lè wò níwájú yẹn ṣe rí pé calm down yẹn ó ń lọ́lẹ̀ lójoojúmọ́ àbọ̀rọ̀ mi ò yé yín nísìn. And we can do everything now than pé kó wá di after next year ká ṣe máa sọ pé Koiki àbálẹ̀ ti ṣe báyìí gbogbo tẹ́yìn náà bá tó fẹ́ pé a tún lè ṣe ẹ pè mí lẹ́yìn ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀, then we can continue to work on how we move forward. You all have my number. It's already in the public domain. Tẹ́ bá send message sí mi tí n bá tètè pick ẹ̀ àbúrò wa kan ní ilé lánàá ó pè mí ó ní ẹ̀gbọ́n mo ti send message sí yín mo ní message tí n bá ti kà tẹ́ bá pè mí there's tendency pé màá rí nígbà tẹ́ bá sọ pé message wà màá lọ kà. Mo rí pé a lot of people are sending so much message nínú nọ́mbà tí a ní kẹ́ máa send message sí. I don't read them because the only phone tí máa ka message ẹ̀ òun lélẹ̀ which is the 979. Eléyìí tá fi ń ṣe studio bẹ́ẹ̀ bá send message síbẹ̀ mo ti sọ fún yín tẹ́lẹ̀ because ó máa ti pọ̀ jù kó wà lójú kan ó ṣèpè mi ju pé kí n máa lé fóònù méjì láti fi ka message lórí ẹ̀ ó ti pọ̀ jù. I don't have a PA, I don't have extra body. Àwọn ọmọ òdua dẹ̀ ṣe kéékèèké ni wọ́n so tó bá yẹ pé àgbàlagbà tó mo lè máa ní ká bá mi ka message mi sí ẹ̀ so I have to deal with all that alone and it consumes enough of my time with the extra broadcast we are doing. I think it was just before my egun finished yesterday ni mo ti sùn so that's why I have enough strength nígbà tí mo jí ní Go to the Barbara broadcast some now almost 3 hours ago, and I thought let us my send number is saying me +44 number that must send message to me, which is different from the studio one. I'm just sending you a message now. So +4475940500979. Yeah, only what to send here. Yawa, my very beautiful auntie, and Yawa Dada. So, Eyekara, àwọn ọmọ wa náà nílé náà la fi kó fún walkie-talkie yẹn. Kakọ ó kọ ti yé wa àbí gbogbo state kankan náà ló máa láǹfààní àti gbà, but ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé ẹ̀yin má pè mí, ẹ má worry, gbogbo yín náà la mọ ibi tẹ́ wà. Ẹni tí ì bá mọ ibi tẹ́ wà wá sọ ibi tẹ́ wà fún mi. And then if anybody still think that Koiki mi náà feel pé mo tún lè fún yín ní some other things, but Nigeria lẹ ti máa gbà, fine, àmọ́ bá ṣe máa gbà lọ́wọ́ yín. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà l'Amẹ́ríkà, mo mọ̀ pé tó bá pẹ́ fẹ́ bá wa rà lọ́dọ̀ yín lọ́hùn, tí bá ti mọ brand tẹ́ fẹ́ rà, màá lè máa sọ fáwọn tó wà l'Amẹ́ríkà pé that same brand yẹn ni ká keep up to. We can have 3 different brands. It doesn't matter. But the more that we have, kò ṣe pé ká kàn ní so many brands that is not going to sequence with each other, because the whole purpose is a fẹ́ kó sequence pẹ̀lú ra wọn. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ìyá mi Ìyábọ̀, mo ṣé gan, ẹ ṣé gan, thanks so much. So àníri jù báyẹn lọ, ẹ jẹ́ kí èmi náà lọ relax body padà. Even if I'm not sleeping, I can just lie down again and màá kọ́ lọ mu cereal kí body yẹn kọ́ fi settle down padà. And I'm sure we'll be back again as usual, and we will continue to create the awareness. A fẹ́ gbógun wá báyàn kankan, a fẹ́ jà, but a máa defend ara wa, and it's our right. And lára nǹkan tá a máa fi defend ara wa ó máa pọ̀, ààrẹ náà la máa ń sọ díẹ̀díẹ̀ yìí, and I hope we will continue to do more. Once again, a dúpẹ́ fún bàbá wa Chief Sunday Igboho, àwọn mẹ́ta tí ọlọ́pàá mú ní abúlé Ẹ̀gbá níjọ́ Wednesday tí wọ́n lọ sí Èkìtì fún court case. Láti abúlé Ẹ̀gbá police station ó dèrò pàǹtí. Chief Sunday Igboho spent money and also contact plus other people, bàbá wa Ọba Ògbóni náà ṣe wàhálà, and the other people as well, that were involved. I can confirm I spoke to the 3 of them as they were coming out of Panti police station yesterday. It's a shame that the situation is still what it is. Ọmọlúàbí la ṣe ń ṣe, ìtúrẹ́ ló ṣì ń rí bẹ́ẹ̀. The terrorists are moving around with RPG. Wọ́n rí wọn arrest. Àwọn tó tún arrest ṣe mọ̀ pé wọ́n fẹ́ negotiate wọn jáde kí wọ́n lè release àwọn tí wọ́n kidnap ní March 28. Whereas àwọn ọmọ tó kàn ń bá tí wọ́n lọ, ọlọ́pàá mú wọn, arrest wọn. Àwọn kan tẹ́ ní ẹ̀ bá ná wọn lóògùn, ẹ̀ bá ṣe this, ẹ̀ bá ṣe that. Kò tí ì rúgbó ni. Tó bá rúgbó, ọlọ́pàá gan tó fẹ́ arrest èèyàn á mọ̀ pé ìgẹ́ta sí bí. Bàbá wa Chief Sunday Igboho ní Koiki, gbogbo ètò làwọn ti ṣe. Money was spent. Please do not send money to anybody on that. If you do, you are only just giving them free money. Because Chief Sunday Igboho has spent his own personal money, for whatever they needed, which I don't have to go into too much details. But what I can confirm is they've been released, and I spoke to them on a video call as they were coming out of Panti police station yesterday. And on that note, I said thank you so much to every single one of us. Kan tó tẹ̀ ń sọ pé àbádẹ́ máa ṣe walkie-talkie. Tá bá ti ní company ilẹ̀ tiwa, we will have vast amount of different production that we'll be producing. We have the resources. Ìta bá rí àwa náà máa import it. And that's the reason why we say we need to go out of Nigeria. There's a vast amount of opportunity for everybody, not just for us. Ẹlòmíì rò pé bí àwa nìkan la máa jàǹfààní ẹ̀. Gbogbo wa pátápátá la máa láǹfààní tá máa jẹ. Just as báwọn èèyàn ṣe ń lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà tó lọ ń ṣiṣẹ́, mo kà lórí Sahara Reporter kọ́ ni pé about 21,000 Nigerians have come to study in UK. tílẹ̀ Yorùbá bá dúró àwọn èèyàn ló máa kàwé lọ́dọ̀ tiwa náà kò ń ṣe fúnra bàbá Fẹ́ Babalọ́lá tí wọ́n ń sèbù yunifásitì tí wọ́n nìkan. I'm not talking about all those nonsense. I'm talking about where everybody will be involved. My name is Olayomi Koike, and thank you so much for staying tuned with us for the last 3 hours of this broadcast. From wherever you're watching, let us continue to promote the Yoruba awareness. Even if they disagree with you, engage them, speak with them, and I'm sure we will eventually arrive at our final destination. Aki gbogbo ọmọ Yoruba pátápátá that believe and do not believe, it doesn't matter. Some do not believe that Nigeria should break. I'm told a lot of you on the clubhouse are always not saying that we should go. But I know that Nigeria is going to break. There's no doubt about that. I say that, and I'm not regretting to say that. It might not be a big fight, but we should prepare for it, even if we don't fight. And on that note, have a very good morning. My name is Olayomi Koike. Bye for now.